Just about 3 weeks until the midterm elections, President Trump took some tough questions tonight on the CBS show 60 Minutes.
That's right. KCAL 9's Cristy Fajardo joins us now with more. It was a pretty contentious interview at times.
It was pretty contentious. And Peter and Suzanne, I think it is pretty safe to say you have never seen a presidential interview quite like it. The president had some of his toughest talk yet when it comes to missing journalist Jamal Khashoggi. He says if Saudi Arabia is found to be responsible, then they could face severe punishment. But he was less forceful when it came to talking about other countries and issues.
As power outages, food shortages, and a rising death toll still grip the areas ravaged by Hurricane Michael, President Donald Trump sat down with 60 Minutes' Lesley Stahl, who asked about the latest superstorm.
Do you still think that climate change is a hoax?
Look, I think something's happening, something's changing, and it'll change back again. I don't think it's a hoax. I think there's probably a difference, but I don't know that it's man-made. I will say this. I don't want to give trillions and trillions of dollars. I don't want to lose millions and millions of jobs. I say that we had hurricanes that were far worse than what we just had with Michael.
Who says that? They say. You mean the people on the phone?
People say that in the...
Yeah, but what about the scientists who say it's worse than ever?
You'd have to show me the scientists because they have a very big political agenda, Lesley.
I can't bring them in.
Scientists also have a political agenda.
In a sometimes testy exchange, the president hailed the booming economy, Kavanaugh's confirmation, and railed against the media and Washington, admitting he shares his wife's concerns about some of his staffers.
I don't trust everybody in the White House, I'll be honest with you.
He dismissed suggestions he hasn't been tough on Russian President Vladimir Putin, and although he acknowledged Russia might have meddled in the 2016 election, he suggested China did as well.
Do you really think I'd call Russia to help me with an election? Give me a break. They wouldn't be able to help me at all. Call Russia. It's so ridiculous.
But it was an exchange about the Mueller probe that was perhaps the testiest. The investigation has already led to the charges against or guilty pleas of 32 people, including his one-time campaign manager.
Will you pledge that you will not shut down the Mueller investigation?
Well, I don't pledge anything, but I will tell you, I have no intention of doing that. I think it's a very unfair investigation because there was no collusion of any kind.
But you won't
pledge? There is no collusion. I don't want to pledge. Why should I pledge to you?
The president also told Lesley Stahl he trusts North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and denied he mocked Dr. Christine Blasey Ford during a rally. You may recall she accused now Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault when they were teenagers. We will have more on this interview coming up on KCAL 9 News at 10. Back to you.